the lecture of Unlock NEET. Class, last lecture में we discussed everything about cytoskeleton. We understood different types of cytoskeleton जो सेल में present है, like microtubules, microfilaments and intermediate filaments. हमने discuss किया इनके बारे में, right? We discussed in detail about their functions. Now class, we are going to discuss more about tubulin protein. So let's get started. Now class, as you know that microtubules, they are composed of tubulin proteins. और ये जो tubulin proteins है, these are going to be of two types which are associated with microtubule. And these are alpha tubulin protein and beta tubulin protein. Both these tubulin proteins, they are activated by GTP dependent kinases, right? GTP जैसे हमने ATP पढ़ा था, that was adenosine triphosphate. ऐसे ही GTP dependent is adenosine triphosphate. Now both of these protein, they are going to get involved in phosphorylation, that is addition of phosphate group, right? और ये जो phosphate group है, that is going to get provided by this GTP, and that is why we consider the enzyme as GTP dependent kinases. So alpha tubulin protein, beta tubulin protein activated by GTP dependent kinases, right? Involved in phosphorylation, right? और phosphorylation के बाद they are going to get joined and form a structure that is said to be a dimer. राइट आपको नजर आ रहा है कि ये दोनों ही ट्यूबुलिन प्रोटीन एक डाइमर फॉर्म करेंगे एंड सेवरल यूनिट्स ऑफ डाइमर दे आर गोइंग टू गेट कंबाइंड, दे आर गोइंग टू गेट पॉलीमराइज एंड फॉर्म hollow cylindrical microtubule. You could see here class कि किस तरीके से डाइमर है, राइट? और डाइमर के सेवरल यूनिट्स कंबाइन करेंगे और फॉर्म करेंगे इस तरीके से लॉन्जिट्यूडनल स्ट्रैंड में आपको ये नजर आ रहा है. दिस इज सेड टू बी प्रोटोफिलामेंट्स और बहुत सारे प्रोटोफिलामेंट्स मिलकर के बनाएंगे hollow cylindrical structure that is microtubule. Let's understand the detailing of this. Multiple units of these dimers, they are going to get joined and form a linear chain. ये इस तरीके से आपको एक linear chain नजर आ रही है and this chain is said to be protofilament. और ये प्रोटोफिलामेंट क्या करेंगे? They are going to get arranged in a hollow tubular pattern that is called microtubule. अगर बात की जाए क्लास सिंगल माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल की, राइट? सिंगल माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल जो है इट इज फॉर्म्ड ऑफ 13 प्रोटोफिलामेंट्स. इस तरीके से 13 प्रोटोफिलामेंट इस सिंगल माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल में प्रेजेंट रहेंगे सराउंडिंग अ हॉलो कोर. नाउ क्लास माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स की जो ग्रोथ जिन एरियाज में होती है दैट एरियाज आर सेड टू बी MTOC, दैट इज माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल ऑर्गेनाइजिंग सेंटर. We also consider them as MTG, microtubule generator, also considered to be nucleating center. Now class, there are certain other structures which are going to function as MTOC, and these structures are basal body, kinetochore and satellite, also known as mesones. Basal bodies जो हैं, these are going to give rise to the locomotory structures like cilia and flagella. Kinetochore class हमने last lecture में ही discuss किया था, right? These are the proteinaceous disc that is present over centromere, जहाँ से आपके spindle fibers arise होते हैं. And the third one is satellite or mesones that are present around centrioles. So class आपको याद रखना है that alpha and beta tubulin protein, right, they undergo phosphorylation, right? इसके बाद ये dimer form करते हैं which undergo polymerization and form a hollow cylindrical structure that is microtubule. एक single microtubule में 13 protofilaments present रहते हैं and the areas जहाँ पे microtubule grow करते हैं they are considered to be MTOC, that is microtubule organizing centers. And there are structures which are going to function as MTOC. वो है basal body, kinetochore, and mesoles, also known as satellite. So class, in today's lecture, we understood more about tubulin protein. We understood how they undergo phosphorylation, कैसे polymerize करके ये microtubules form करते हैं, right? इसके अलावा we also understood NTOC क्या है and how does these structure give rise to other structures like basal bodies, right? Kinetochore and satellite or mesoles. So class, in our next lecture, we are going to discuss about another non-membranous structure, that is centriole. I said another non-membranous structure क्योंकि इससे पहले हम ribosomes discuss कर चुके हैं, right? We have discussed in detail about ribosome which were present both in prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes. लेकिन next non-membranous structure that we are going to discuss is centriole. So stay connected and stay tuned for our next lecture. Thank you and have a great day.